G'day everyone, back with some more Dragon's Dogma Arisen. Still on our Sorcerer playthrough. Last time we did a wee bit of Bitter Black Isle. Just a quick little run through so I could show you how to get a really powerful arch staff that you can upgrade from the meniscus with. That is also quite easily gold rarefied. We've done just that. We also turned in these two quests, so we'll be moving on with those. And once we grab the Worm King's ring, I'll show you how to get the Paladin's mantle on your own without having to turn the real ring over to the Duke. So first off, let's head to Cassidus. Going to check the notice boards. Cassidus in the encampment. If you're curious how powerful this arch staff is when gold rarefied, despite not being the absolute strongest arch staff, it's actually number 3. Well, if you recall, I told you there's a specific number that you need to hit for hard mode to break all magic defense levels for pure spells, and that is 3000. And looky here, we have reached said threshold and plenty of levels to spare. Geodism. So the encampment should have the gargoyle or Sakibi one. No goblin ambush over here. It's interesting. Also, I discovered what was the issue with Magoro's not HP regenning like she should, despite wearing parts of the Immortal set. Turns out, and this seems to, so with this particular mod, this DI input mod, there's a bit of a bug, and it only seems to affect level 2 Bitter Black equipment, and not all level 2 Bitter Black equipment. By equipment, specifically armor. Specifically the armor that has bonus effects, like the Immortal's Braces continuously restore the health of the wearer. The Immortal Sabatons do the same. The Trophy Boots give you a lesser version of Shinu, which stacks with Shinu, and the gauntlets give you a lesser version of this, restoring stamina when you kill an enemy. So those weren't working either. If you'd used the mod to convert a piece of equipment, a random piece of equipment, to, say, the immortal set or trophy set. So I had done that just to test out looks. When like before I start a playthrough, I'll go through and be like, okay, so what armor sets am I gonna cycle through here for kicks and giggles? And normally when I do that, I'll swap out. Once I'll get rid of those and then get them for real. But I had forgotten to in this case, so that's why she wasn't regenning. I had forgotten to swap back to the actual immortal gauntlets and boots that I purified myself. Alternatively, you can use the mod to say now both the gauntlets and boots are working, so they're quote-unquote legitimate. What you could do is you could now use the mod to change the boots into the trophy boots. The trophy boots would then still work as long as they're the mod does work with them, work with converting them into a different set, and if it was originally a legitimate level 2 armor piece. The level 3s don't seem to have this issue, and I believe it's because for people that want to gen level 3 armor, there's a special little drop down menu here where you can set what enhancements you want, what enchantments you want on it, and presumably that little extra step is what clicks the fires the flag that actually makes the enhancement work. If there was something similar for the level 2 armors, I imagine there wouldn't be that issue. But yeah, so remember kids, use the actual pieces that you get from either these Wages of Death quests or purify yourself or find in chests. So that's what that was about. I knew it was weird because it was just hair. I even purified. Well, clearly I purified because we haven't completed the quest to get both of the Immortals braces and boots just yet. But I had went ahead and purified a set, but I forgot to swap it out, which I now have done. So yeah, that was fun. So no worries if you're playing on PC, if you're not using this mod. The only reason I'm using it is in case I want to show you stuff on the playthroughs. Let's go kill some sea rats. Incidentally, let's see what you have here. Yeah, you have gradually restores health. So that's what you'd want. That's the if you're going to use level 3 chest piece, that's the enchantment you want on it. So if you were wearing the full immortal set, so the gauntlets, boots, the coat, and the helmet, you would regen 4 HP per second. This enchantment on a level 3 chest piece regens 4.5 HP per second. So just the one chest piece is already stronger slightly stronger than the entire Immortal set regen-wise. And naturally, you could mix and match. You can use the chest piece, then use the Immortal's boots, helm, and gloves, and just have some super regen going. You can even be real cheeky and throw her the Magnanimous Cloak, which is sold by Fornival, if you find him innocent. Now what that does is it spreads the wearer's healing to the entire party. So if you're regenning HP, as far as I'm aware, I've actually never done this myself, because it's bad to, it can raise medikit on pawns that you don't want medikit on if you're not careful. Well, maybe not if you yourself are wearing it, but if one of the pawns have it on, it can do that. But as far as I know, it'll work that way as well, where it will share the HP regen for the whole team. Maybe test that one of these years. Okay, birds. We're going to kill birds. Hitchcock would approve, I'm certain. Okay, there should be two more over here. Handful in the birds. Oi, oi. That'll do. Thought you were a jar of water. See, that voice line, I'm unsure if they're talking about there or maybe over there on the rocks, if that's supposed to be a hint that you can climb across the rocks over there, but I'm leaning towards it being this, because this is closer to where they say it. Come to think of it, they say it in Windbluff Tower as well. They'll mention it, but there's not really a rise around here to check out. I wouldn't swear to this, but I feel like in situations like that, there are occasionally voice lines that are intended for a very specific spot, and due to a little bug or a glitch or something, sometimes, or spaghetti carding, whatever you want to call it, they will be played in other places where they weren't intended, to where they don't really make sense. And I feel like that's one of them. Wouldn't swear to that though. This is Maiden's Camisole. Oh goodness. Maiden's Petticoat, Dragon Wing Gloves, Dignified Cape, the Dragon Pulse Circlet. Looks like Delta Guard for the leg clothing, you can tell because of the socks. Because they give you socks for some reason, those brown socks. And then the foreign waistguard. Dragon Ball Circlet's an interesting one. It kind of gets, I feel like it gets left out a lot because You've got Laurel Circlet, which gives you a decent amount of... it gives you a bit more extra magic. It's not a great deal, but a wee bit. And it is the circlet that has the smallest visual model, so it covers the least. Because generally you're wearing circlets because you want to show your character's face off anyway. Well, it shows the least, so. And then the ancient circlet is the next best in that regard, where and it provides just a ton of different debilitation resistances. So it's, in my opinion, the best circlet. If overall, of course, a close second, honestly, maybe even tied, is the Dragonwing Circlet. Now it covers more, but it gives really good defense and magic defense, unlike the other circlets, which give RK magic defense, but not so much physically. But Dragonwing Circlet also has a lot less resistances overall than the Ancient Circlet, but still gives some decent ones. Oh, it's Extrinsic Waistguard. Which one's the foreign Waistguard then? Because Hinterland's Waistguard is the kilt. Is there not one called foreign Waistguard? No, there is. Oh, it's another Roman style one like this one. That's what it is, but I think it's like orange instead of gold. Instead of like gold and whitish. Would you call that whitish? Off-white? It's nearly level 200 and you've got her with those still. Tisk. Dragonwing Circlet. So yeah, let's look at it. So look at that. 111 physical defense, 91 magic defense. Now, in comparison, Ancient Circlet gives you 71 magic defense. You're getting more magic defense as well as the physical defense. But look at the resistances. You have 15 poison, 40 torpor, 40 blind, 40, I believe that's silence, 15 sleep, 40 lowered strength, 40 curse, and 40, I think that's tiring. What's the one with the arm defenses? Skill stifling, that's what it is. So yeah, really good stuff. Whereas the Dragonwing Circlet gives you 60 curse and 60 tiring. So not the best, unfortunately. If I'm even right about that being tiring. Oh, it's petrification, never mind. So it is really good. Which one's tiring? Maybe I'm mistaken. That's not something you can resist. If it is something you can resist, she'd have debilitated resistances for it, but she doesn't. Okay. Never mind then. So petrification. So Cursed and Petrification. Those are both really good things to have resistances against. So, yeah, it's even better than I was letting on there. So, yeah, I'd definitely say it's tied with the Ancient Circlet overall. Plus, it's quite nice looking. Classic sort of Dragoon Valkyrie-esque kind of thing. Dragon Pulse Circlet. Here, I'll just It's been a long time since I've looked at Dragon Ball Circlet to tell you what kind of oh, it's Dragon's Pulse. It's got an S in it that's completely unneeded. So it's weaker than the Ancient Circlet overall. Not a great start. And it only gives you 35 curse resist. So it is easily the worst of the circlets. I believe I still have a Laurel Circlet in the bank, so we can compare it against that before I declare it the out. Okay. I'm saying this, there are other, there's the Diadem, and then Leather Circlet. Obviously the Leather Circlet and the regular Circlet are the worst overall, but the Diadem is like a spiked Leather Circlet. I think it gives attack increase. Maybe magic too. Okay, where's it? See, that's regular circlet. %60% silence. Oh, versus curse. That's a tough one. Because curse is... So curse lowers your damage and lowers your defenses. Both types of damage, both types of defenses. So it's pretty bad. And silence, you know, you can't cast spells, so that's a right bugaboo. Okay, Laurel Circlet, even more magic defense skewed. 60% silence, and okay, yeah, Laurel Circlet just absolutely stomps all over the Dragon Ball Circlet. 60% silence, 48% curse. A large chunk of magic defense. I think that's even better than the Dragon Wing Circlet, magic defense wise. It just doesn't hold up its end of the bargain on the physical defense side, but that's okay. And there you can see, you might just have what it looks like. Just a laurel wreath sort of thing. What are they? Not sure why I had those in the inventory. Okay. Let's double triple check the board over here. It is in fact done. Off to Grand Soren. The diadem, I believe you can get... I'm not super knowledgeable about it, admittedly, because I think it's kind of silly looking, personally. There are others who think differently. I have seen them. Oh, I suppose I'll show it as well. Diadem. I'm pretty sure it's called the diadem. It's even got the same icon as... Yes, that's what it looks like. I think it looks right silly. Oh no, it's magic. Interesting. So it gives even more magic defense. So 80% petrification, 26% lowered strength in magic, maybe? Now, how you acquire it, I'm fairly certain it's only in the Everfall post-game. Yeah. So I'll double check for you. I don't recall encountering it in Bitter Black. Okay, you can just purchase it from Joy in the Chamber of Remorse. It can, in fact... Okay, there are two chests. But there are two rooms in Bitter Black where you can find it. Rollwood Depository and Garden of Ignominy. So I stand corrected. It gives the highest overall elemental resistances of all headgears, as well as the best plus magic bonus. So yeah, if you like it, it's certainly not a bad helmet. It's just not to my taste. Oh, also, it says plus 30. It's supposed to be plus 10, but I have acuity and attunement, so it's getting an extra 30+%. So that's where the extra 3 points come from. Okay, let's dump this off as well. I don't need that anymore. Gardeners pyramids. Alright. Let's go. What's going on here? This lad's wearing the full immortal set, aren't you? With mahogany cape and not Sovereign's mantle, that's an interesting choice. I feel like typically it's Sovereign's mantle that you throw on there. Alternatively, you can wear the full immortal set, San's helmet, swap that out with Ancient Circlet, and then equip Tattered Mantle, and then I believe 1 Dragon Blood Earring, maybe 2, and you will have complete immunity to every single debilitation in the game. That's not Dragon's Roost, that's Dragon's Den, which you can get from the Everfall, and a Cross Congator. Interesting that they still have those at level 131. They haven't moved on to Bitter Black level equipment. That flavor test, especially effective against draconic species, that's nonsense. There's no bonus. Sometimes there is a bonus in the flavor text. Sometimes that's accurate. So, which leads me to believe that they perhaps intended the flavor text bonuses on being accurate, but some of them are bugged. I wouldn't swear to that, but that's the way it seems to be. Alright, we were going up here. For example, let's see. Okay. So Dread Auspice. It says... Oh, it actually doesn't. Wait. Channel the fears of whoever wields it into a wild sense of empowerment. Let me double check this so I can remember exactly what the bonus is. Yeah, it gives you a 10% boost to strength when you're in critical health. The boost from that does not stack with periaps and the like, though. So it's said to channel the fears of whoever wields it into a wild sense of empowerment. That flavor text is what's supposed to tell you that this gives you a buff to your strength when you're near death. So, afraid, I guess you could say. How cheeky is that? And discard that. There are others, like the Purged Buckler. I believe it's called the Purged Buckler, which I think is the second strongest magic shield. Has sort of a taunt effect on it, where enemies will aggro easier to you. So similar to Shield Summons or Warcry, it doesn't seem spectacular, but it does have an effect. But that's also something that's in flavor text. Why did I go over here? What do I do things? Never mind. Where's Elders? It's not him. Probably not here. Reminder, you can go behind the Duke's chair and get Tough Severe. I believe you can get, it's either 8 or 10 at a time. Guess we'll find out here for certain. And you can do this at the barber shop as well. And naturally any, I think that was 8 here. Any Ogre's Den will be full of hair as well. Where is this lad at? How bizarre. Just between us, he wasn't here the whole time, right? Right? Right?
貴殿の引き続き任務をこなしよ。今はもう貴殿の引き続きメルトどうだ。
Okay. Who do we have to talk to?
やった。オルダとなれば。貴殿の働きは引き続き任務をこなす。そうか、貴殿。
Why must you be all the way over here and not in the... Slacking on the job, aren't you, mate? Probably waiting for Lucian to show up. Truth be told.
まあ今回やった。まあその研究今さ。
Okay. The Knight's Manor. Let's go ahead and send her on her way. Incidentally, the sword you get for letting her... Anybody else need to say anything? Okay then. The sword she gives you, if you allow her to lose to Lucian and don't interfere, which is her actual sword, the Silver Rapier, is the best pure physical sword you can acquire pre-dragon without going to bitter black, of course. When I say pre-dragon, clearly that I feel like that should come with the connotation not counting bitter black. But yeah, I never bet some people. Wait a minute. Are you in here? To the choir. Is it a lady? Maybe I'm just short. Ah, vulnerable. This, well, you can read what it says right there. It tells you where Wakestone shards are. And here's the magnanimous clerk. Not terrible looking, but health and stamina recovery fix are split, not split, but shared with the entire party. I will go ahead and purchase it so I can show it off sometime. If we get into a fight and we get damaged a wee bit, I'll try and show it off for you. See if it works with regen armor. Forgot to check here. You checking both notice boards. Wait, did I already check here? What do I do things? Ah! Important thing. So, there's actually an even better staff than this, that you don't even have to go to Bitter Black to acquire. And that is here at the Black Cat. So here is the physical equivalent, the Forced Hatchet. It is okay. I'll just mention this one and then point. And that is Caged Fury. So successive magical strikes, without taking hits, raise your magic at max. But when it's fully charged, if you get hit, your stamina will instantly hit 0. Now, since you're a sorcerer, you shouldn't be getting hit anyway, which means it's a lot safer for you to use this type of weapon than to use the physical equivalent, which is Force Hatchet, because obviously you're in melee range, you're a lot more likely to get whacked. This, when it's fully charged, and this, when it's fully charged, is actually stronger than Sanguine Stalk for most, if not all, spells. If you have if you have a decent amount of magic. However, it is completely worthless until its gold rarefies. Now, what does it need to be gold rarefied? Also, the hits it takes 10 hits to fully charge it or force hatchet. Miasma or Maelstrom are really excellent in charging it quickly. So you need 2 rugged femur, which you get from Gore Cyclops, and 2 ruinous relics, which you get from Dark Bishop. So that's what you need to gold rarefy. I believe we have both of those. But so the wiki actually has thresholds of magic to where this staff beats Sanguine Stalk and vice versa. But things like Holy Focus Bolts and High Miasma, as long as you have 470 or higher magic, just base magic, this staff wins. Um, and for the higher powered spells, even lower magic is required for this to win. However, the downside to it, besides, or I got hit, now I'm sucking air and about to get walloped again, is it has laughably low strength compared to Sanguine Stalk. So the physical component of the spells will be quite noticeably much weaker, which means unlike when you're using Sanguine Stalk and you throw a Giselle or Bolide into Sizen into a Metal Golem's discs, it won't even scratch them here. Whereas Sanguine Stalk, you might just break them outright, depending on what the hybrid build you likely will. All that being said, it's really superfluous for the most part because, again, if you're hitting 3000 magic, that's already more than enough. Or that's already enough, rather. And just as a reminder, this is the third strongest arch. I guess you could say it's the fourth strongest arch staff, and it's already hitting that total of magic at 590 base magic. This character, to be even more clear, will have 605 magic at level 200 once I correct the build. We'll have 605 for both of them actually. Also, Cage Fury, charging it, focus bolts will not work. You have to use spells and not basic attacks. Don't sass me, lad. I'll throw you in the dried out mark down there. But again, Miasma will charge it up like a dream.
ここを中心に活動範囲を広げていくのが良いかと。城壁か何かの後でしょうか。石切りバートはこっちです。
What if they insist? Okay, the band clearly spotted us, but they didn't start running to us. Isn't that funny? Are there more? Or were you just really late on your comments? Ah. That's not a thought. I do not think Griffin's attack ignites. Or at least I've never seen one attack at night. You tell him I'm so mad I can't. That's right. Okay. Bugger all. Should probably give me length now. I expected more. Wait. I have a better idea. That was a shame. You can attack them before triggering the cutscene, but they were a little bit further away than I thought they were, unfortunately.
クエストの知識を得ました。逃げられてしまいました。これは入手しておきます。
Right, back to the capital. Yeah, they were just out of reach, fortunately. If it was high maelstrom, it might have got them because it would slurp them in from a lot longer distance. Of course, it also takes an absolute eternity to cast. Unless your enemy corrupted pawn sorcerers, then you can cast it just willy-nilly. I'm not bitter. Maybe a little.
動物の糞が落ちていますね。鹿か何かでしょうか。
So I lost the road.
ホブゴブリンがいます。気をつけて。
すべての街道はこの両者に通じて。
I suppose I could show you how this
標的は私が引き受けます。そんな魔物など頭数だけです。
一気に制圧しましょう。体中に糧ですから面倒ですね。
if
弱い魔物から片付けます。
see you can see it glaring a little already.
私が行きます。一気に制圧しましょう。やりました。
まだだ。まだやれます。
ゴブリンがいます。気をつけて。ホブゴブリン。手強い相手です。狼がいます。動きをよく読んで狙います。
ジリジリ囲んできます。注意を。
サイクロプス
攻撃を避けるのが。
です。足にしがみついてください。
こんな魔物なら折れたサイクロプスの牙を手に入れておきましょう。ゴブリン炎を嫌います。
頭を狙います。
頭への攻撃が効くようです。
足です。足にしがみついてください。
慎重に戦いましょう。サイクロプスの牙が折れました。
足にしがみつけば体勢を崩せます。
怒っている牙です。足を狙いましょう。我らの力あってこそ。
let's see. Yeah, it's not.
何かあるようです。
actually showing.
狼は群れで行動します。
It's good to me. Flower died. Can't have that.
たとえ領土の近くとも油断せず昼夜の別なく魔物に警戒を。城壁の中には様々な住人がいます。旅の拠点として利用しましょう。300分。城壁か何かの後です。
この勝利、我らの力あってこそ。
何かありますよ。
入手しておきます。
ここを中心に活動範囲を広げていくのが良いかと。
領土の近くは少し安心します。
話を聞きましょう。何
街道では
事もそこから始まり
行
ます。
商人や領土の兵士などと出会うこともあります。
ここが領土グランソレン。この半島の中心となる町です。
一度オルダス氏に報告してみましょう。
Also, the charge does goes away if you enter a different
人々は
area,
いろんな表情を持っています。
or if you swap weapons, of course. Fortunately, I believe we'll have to go
これ
Verdi
は
by
することはないですね。
until
好きなのさあ
morning,
了解だ
so we can actually go into the Duke's domain. Don't want to get tossed and thrown in, caught and tossed in the
旅の準備は
prison
整いました
again.
か？
No, they had far enough of that. Quite enough.
噂では救済と通じ暗躍している無名騎士なる人物がいると。
貴殿引き続きサロモと交際やす
Okay, now we have to talk to one of the bloody traders that we're talking about Celine. Shame we can't just crack them in the head for being silly.
いろいろな場所を転々としている商人なら逃げるサロモを見ているかもしれません。噂では救済と通じ暗躍している無名騎士なる人物がいると。商人なら逃げるサロモを見ているかもしれません。
Spoilers, love. Jeez. Where do you think you're going, lads?
領土の宿屋は旅の拠点です。
Alright.
草月島に向かいましょう。
It's Blue Moon Tower. With a quick pit stop off its wind bluff. Alright, we still need to do that. That'll be fun. I need to
この先には
keep forgetting to
我々の仲間の集う施設が
swap back me. Why? I keep forgetting to swap back me fire spell. Oh,
武器によっては能力の強化もできます。
get us Boylight
最
back.
近の好きなのさあ
At last.
さあ好きまた
Did we ever check your inventory since we gave you the oh, nice. Oh, maybe we'll be able to see Steel Urchin. I guess that was it. I remember it having gold spikes though, so there's probably an upgraded version of this. I told you there was a big iron mace for Warhammer. Maybe that was it, Rooted Gloom. Galvanic crazes. Ooh. Spoopy. Interesting. This is pretty much Sanguine Stalk, just in extremely weak form. That's amusing. Huh. Ah, the Dogmatica. This is what Sorcerer in the Vocation Chains menu wears. Griffy Greaves.
どれもいまたき
Right. Onward and upward. No, northward as it were. Oh, here's a better look at that extrinsic waistguard. Foreign waistguard is... I feel like the lad in the... Oh. Hello. Certainly never seen you before.
何かご用ですか
Probably my favourite ranger outfit. Good old mamas wear Delta Guard trophy boots, gauntlets of oblivion, high leather plate, farewell cloak, and dragon wing circlet. Lovely stuff. Reverend Whale is just a mean looking longbow.
何かご用ですか
Always amuses me to see my own pawns walking around in different accounts. Oh, there's Sable Sentinel. You get that from the Everfall. It was the best shield in the game pre-Dark Arisen. See, Dark Arisen came out. Yeah, so basically you had the dragon weapons and then an upgrade for them in the Everfall. Now when Dark Arisen came out, I'm not certain why they did this, but they buffed the dragon weapons. They didn't touch the Everfall ones, but they buffed the dragon weapons, so now they are actually superior to their Everfall counterparts. And then the Everfall counterparts can also be found in Bitter Black level 1 weapons, as well as the Everfall. I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not certain why they buffed the dragon weapons to be stronger than them, but that's what they did. But yeah, at one point that was the strongest shield in the game, Sable Sentinel. And the Dread Aspis is the same base model, just red and with gold trim instead of black and silver.
先をよく確認しましょう 草月島に向かいましょう
Small mage. Ah, debauchery robe. I hate those bloody bones on the neck. Depending on what you're wearing, you can get rid of one of those, or I think you can get rid of both of them. And depending on the gloves you wear, you can get rid of the sleeves. It's interesting how certain pieces of armor affect each other like that. You're just wearing level 3 armor. A little piggy went to market and didn't make it all the way home. How far can we reach? That should do. Everything will be daijoubu. Probably. Where are the bodies? How bizarre. Yeah, there's Dread Auspice. I don't know why I'm pointing it out. I've clearly showed you to it. Showed it to you, bugger all, earlier. Well, I guess some people like the Immortal Helm. Speaking of weird shoulders, I'm not a fan of the shoulder portraits of the Sinners and Hellfire set. I believe there are cloaks that cover them. The Sovereign's Mantle would be an obvious one, presumably, if you wanted to actually wear them. I feel like a lot of people's issue with the set are those shoulders, but I don't know. They are very distinct looking, the set as a whole. It's definitely my least favorite of the level 3 armors. I actually think that the mage armors, besides the veils, look fine. Of course, I always run with female characters, so it's understandable people that like playing male characters maybe aren't feeling the same. Let's get through all this nonsense. Mercedes get whips, so we can go fetch a ring and I can start casting spells a wee bit faster. You kids have fun now. I'm just gonna count the bricks in the wall or something.
救済かくだらん滅びが救いなどたわごとはどうでもいい利用できるものは利用させてもらった
Also, you can say it about the Oblivion Shadow sets too, where it's just the headwear that's terrible. Whereas with the red sets, besides the shoulders, the chest piece is otherwise not terrible. I don't care for the boots. The feet looking boots, that's weird. And the helmet, my goodness, the helmet. How silly that looks. But
大きな観点で考えたまえドラゴン襲来はいずれどの国にも降る最悪古き約定にとらわれ
yeah, level 2 armors though are typically pretty good, except the Vulture robe, which even it, if you wear the right stuff and you get rid of the bloody bone neck things, and maybe even the sleeves if you don't like those, it's not terrible. I think, I'm trying to remember, I think I wore it on my Mystic Knight playthrough. What did I wear on that playthrough? Gave a silver rapier. If you help us, she gives you a cutlass, which is significantly less spectacular assault. But yeah, this is the strongest pre-dragon pure physical sword. Okay, I'm guessing Kitty's over here. You rapscallion, look at you. What's you don't? Am I finally going to get a spell off? Why? Okay. Oh, Spales Meteor. You rascal! Get out of here! Is that him? Why? He was right there. He was visible. It's because we're on an even... Yeah, that targeted probably. What's you lot come running back? Oh, Retrix. Those are tail feathers if you were curious. Come on, your turn, love. And then your wing feathers.
まだだ。まだやれます。ダイヤウルフがいます。力を合わせた結果です。この勝利。我々の
Level up,
力あ
bub.
ってこそ。
相手の出方を伺います。スノーハーピー
叫び声には凍結効果があります。翼を焼き尽
You
くし
going to target anytime soon? Oh, you should have stayed over there.
力を合わせた結果です。
準備運動にもなりませんね。スノーハーピーです。捕まると上空へ連れ去られます。
やりました。
まだだ。まだやれます。
スノーハーピーがいます。我々の勝利です。
Alright. Let's go and do this. Take out these bandits. Never mind.
周囲に警戒を。この辺りには盗賊団が出没するようです。
Want to give them a surprise.
武装した敵です。次の大きい技をかわし、直後を狙いましょう。準備運動にもなりませんね。
Nice body blocking, by the way.
開けた場所での戦闘は遠距離攻撃を仕掛ける
More bias ones.
武装した敵です。
We know what to do with that, with their kinds. I think you may be intoxicated. Are you besotted, mate?
攻撃を連続で食らうと危険です。
我々の勝利です。
Well, he wishes he were.
この一帯にはハーピーが出没します。上空には一層の注意を。
Crazy, was there like a shake?
襲われた後ですね。荷物が散らばっています。
You okay? You having fun? Alright.
遠方に塔が見えます。一度地図でもご確認を。
How did I not notice that before? presumably they're, well, clearly they're related to this group of bandits up here. The bigger question is, what is this bandit's relations with the ones in Pistona Canyon? Why do I keep doing that? Canyon. 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 Do you like that rock, do you? That one got loose. One's out. It's probably a mistake. It was.
入手しておきます。何かありますよ。
アイテムが拾います。
Are we on full health? Yeah. Guess I'll have to test. Do I even still have it on me? I do. I need Bones to be injured a bit too. This series, they all three of them have HP regen.
こんな場所には
You can say that again.
この辺りは人の手がほとんど入っていないのです。
I knew you could get up here. But the pawn's going to follow. So clearly you intended to be able to get up here. Otherwise this wouldn't be here. But the pawns seem to be struggling to follow. Which makes me think perhaps it isn't. There's no knowledge tied to this little. See, they snapped to me, they didn't get here on their own. She didn't snap to me, she failed miserably. I'll see you down there. Cheeky little thing. Ah, she did. See, they're trapped up there now. Till they snap to me again. If you're not attempting to get up here, why is this cage here? I guess it's just flukes. But that's interactable. Straight over here. Be nice if I found a spot that I was missing. Over here, because this kind of thing's about. This seems like a definite no, but I suppose that gives us our answer. Which was in fact a definite no.
ハサディスからと考えると遠くまで来たものですね。
Reckon so. That was awkward.
アイテムを拾います。
これは入手しておきます。
複雑な地形ですね。足場をよく見て道を探しましょう。この辺りから勢いをつけて飛べば向こうまで届きますよ。
See what happens to these two. I'm surprised they're not attacking. Secretites.
狭い道は罠などの警戒を。
このような複雑な場所からは何かの採取が期待できますよ。
The golem's back. Huh.
こんなに開けた場所はかえって敵に見つかりやすい。
That's strange. There's no way they should be back. Just, well, I guess we did waste quite a few days on Faunival's trial. this staff strong enough to where I can start doing some
今のうちに厄介
good
な場所に
damage
移動しましょう。
to the metals. There was definitely a health bar moving there. Let's try the noggin. Oh yeah. It's only going to get better. Especially when I adjust my builds to where I actually have some strength as well. It's just the one on the head, isn't it? Nice try, lad. I think he dropped most of his stuff over there instead of where we actually killed him. He's doing level 1s. Close. Quite close. Won't bother with the bandits. Waste of time. However,
奥へ急ぎましょう。どうやらこの辺りには盗賊たちが瀕死
what's his head?
この時は私が引き受けます。力を合わせた結果です。
And voila. Higher level.
まだやれます。何かあるようです。
街道とは明らかに雰囲気が違います。
人骨が歩いています。準備運動にもなりませんね。
やりました。
気をつけて進みましょう。
I don't even know where I was going in there. We already snooped it out.
なかなかの使い手です。
この勝利、我らの力あってこそ。険しい山道ですね。スケルトンナイトが現れました。
闇が力に操られているようです。
やりました。
突然の落石など坂道は注意します。
スケルトンナイトです。スケルトンノイズです。人が歩いています。このバイク、なかなかの使い手です。力を合わせた結果です。
やりました。
入り組んだところですね。何か落ちていて見つけにくそうです。
I'll do the labyrinth, yes. I actually was not, I wouldn't even call this a labyrinth.
人は
道はこちらです。
続きたがるそうですね。高みの神の
It's
視点
fairly
あれは
straightforward.
蒼月とタイトよりここに立ってくださいます。このような辺境の岬に塔が。
目的の場所に到着ですね。
Okay. ones there. I will borrow this for just a moment. Maybe it doesn't work because I'm not regenning anything. Or rather, yeah, I'm not. I need to get hit.
情報によればこの塔の
奴は上にいるはずです。
求める
上を目指しましょう。指輪を取り戻すために次は逃がさないようにしましょう。
武装した敵です。
Come on.
攻撃後の隙を狙いましょう。
隙の大きい技をかわし直後を狙いましょう。私が行きます。彼女は罠を張り巡らせているに違いありません。
Alright, come on.
力を合わせた結果です。
準備運動にもなりませんね。
I think it is working. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, back to normal.
アイテムを拾います。
奴は上にいるはずです。上を目指しましょう。武装した敵がいます。
やりました。
The way to really test it would be to wear the cloak with Hellfire chest plate with the HP regen with everything else being the immortal set. That would be how you test it. That was very rude. Can't even scratch me eye in peace. Not anymore here. However, this is open. Well, we already opened it earlier, but if we hadn't, it would have been open now. True story. What's up here? Press that down.
私が行きます。この勝利、我らの力を合わせた結果です。どんな力を持っているのか、慎重に対処しましょう。
武装した敵です。
まだやれます。
全員やれ。
武装した敵です。
Talk, everybody. Yes, yes, we know you want to become a leech. What's a lose there? go ahead and do this. So, doing it that way because it's quicker than just going to the Black Cat. The forgery is actually ever so slightly heavier than the regular Worm King's Ring. Suppose we go over here. Is this the way we came? This should be the right way, because this is the way we came from the Griffin, I believe. Okay, there should be some spectres in here, and an ogre. Shoot. And there's not. Oh wow. Now, what to do with the ring? So you can do this either before or after you complete the quest. Dragon's Glaze. Actually not certain what time of night it is. Here. Just to be safe, we'll rest at the end till night. Alright, so we're just going to camp out here until the guard that watches the treasure room takes his one break of the day, and then we'll simply stroll on in and unlock the chest and snatch the Paladin's mantle, and then ferry stone out. Now, on the console versions of the game, you can just loot everything in the room and fairies turn out willy-nilly, and you'll be good to go. Okay, there he goes. But the PC version is bugged for some reason to where you have to equip the Paladin's Mantle before you fairies turn out, because if you leave, it will remove it from your inventory for some reason. Now, on consoles, at the very least on the PlayStation consoles, this doesn't happen. It's, as far as I've been able to find out, it's purely a PC only thing that it does this. But as long as you equip it, and then fairies turn out, then you're good to go. See, and we're out, and it's still equipped on me. It's not too tis me a bug though, because that's the only thing that you grab there that you can't get later when he actually opens the stuff himself and gives you what's in the treasure room. Where did we get an egg? Now it's a morning. You have an obligation to bump into any and every guard you can. When you run around Grand Sorum, it's in the laws. It's in the license agreement to play the game. What do you mean you didn't see it? It's in the fine print. Can't you read the fine print? And now, I had a thought, but before I could properly grasp a hold of it, it was gone. I'm sure it wasn't important. They rarely are. Okay, but now we can cast quite a bit quicker. And before we head to the Way Castle, do not forget Madeline has what is the quest for us to do? So let's just waltz on down here. I swear there are lots of mortal helmets running around. Huh. Certainly an interesting combination of armor. People really love, I think that's Dragon Roar for sure. People really love those masks for some reason. I don't get it. It's kind of like the diadem. I think it looks profoundly silly. Chimeric Sabatons, they're so bloody pointy. Look at those toes. Those aren't toes, they're talons. What was up with that? Oh, looky here. A little squirt running around. I'm actually not certain I've shown her off since we switched her cloak from the feather cloak to the blasphemous cloak to get the possession immunity. Yeah, that's how it looks. Not so bad. Of course, this is the upgrade of the Dalmatica, the Philosopher's Robe. You get that from the year before? Possibly from Bitter Black as well. That's a familiar looking arch staff. Talking to these two over here. Who's that question on? Incidentally, if you're going into the Duke's Domain at night, if you wear the Royal Guard armor, the guards will supposedly not arrest you unless you actually attack someone or something. I've actually never done it myself because frankly there's no reason to, but maybe something to.
各社殿、この辺りでマデリンという女商人を見、ご協力。
That was funny. What? The sea?
水辺に近づくときは気をつけてくださいね。
見つかっちゃったか。せめてそれよ。信じありがとう。
マデリン、そいつは救済の顔。この辺りで見かけたと聞いたんですが。
This one's such a cheeky one where you're not careful, if you're just clicking through too quick, you click yes, and then, uh-oh, you just turned her in.
そうですか。
Whoopsie daisy.
おい、
助かった。でもそれ心のもちろんありがとう。それ
このクエストに詳しくなりました。
And farewell.
このように人目につきにくい場所は何かを発見できる可能性があります。
海岸沿いは丁寧に探索しましょう。珍しいものが取れるかも。追われる前はさぞ立派な門構えだったんでしょう。
This was a lovely day for a griffin attack.
すべての街道はこの領土に通じているようですね。
But we have different fish to fry.
この関所を越えていけば領土にたどり着けます。
気をつけて。
ひるんでいます。
我々の勝利です。
力を合わせた結果です。物陰に何か起きそうなので気をつけましょう。ゴブリンがいます。気をつけて。
この勝利我らの力
ゴブリンです。
こんなものなので頭数だけです。
谷間では敵に挟まれないよう注意しましょう。
Kill Stealer. Wait a minute. Did she always have that shield?
この辺りは領土と宿営地の中間地点といったところでしょうか。
Why do they not have a dread aspect on them?
このような
See,
見通し
it's
の悪い場所は
understandable having Dragon's Roost, like Makoto has, but why not just give a dread aspect if you're not going to give a roost? Huh.
急に風景が変わりましたね。
Deja vu. Been in this place before.
敵にも様々な長所や弱点があります。よく観察し、有効
Why'd we go this way and not the shortcut? Should you? Am I? I'm being silly. Shortcuts down there. Or rather, the shortcut lets out over there. Let's try to levitate up from here. Could probably do it, but double jumping as well. Maybe not. Let's try here. Huh.
何かありますよ。
That Frigga. Have I even unlocked Frigga? Not stuff. Oh, learned skills stuff. I have not. Now I have. So we will temporarily turn Giselle into Frigga. Okay. Let's see if that works. Because I'm curious. Is Frigga not the one that... Is Frigga not the one that leaves? Is it not the one that leaves? Fraz was the corn. It has to be Frigga. Huh. I guess you just can't make one there. Back to Giselle. Oh. Guess you just can't make one there.
何かあるようです。
アイテムを拾います。
That it's been so long since I've used that spell that I can't remember how it works.
流木や石などが流れ着いています。
Not out of the realm of possibility,
サイクロプ
fortunately.
足に捕まって牽制します。
足です。足にしがみついてください。目を狙ってください。
You'd really be something if you actually hit the weak point with that.
急に暴れ始めました。
血が上ってますね。慎重に戦いましょう。
頭を狙います。
Wasn't very nice.
頭部に登って攻撃します。離れてください。
頭に血が
You know, you're also taking a lot longer to kill
止められます。
the bugger than
慎重に戦いましょう。
I would expect. Not entirely impressed with that performance, to be quite honest.
この辺りの岩からは何か取れるかもしれません。
足場が悪いですね。注意して進まなきゃ。
Back to you lot start.
力を合わせた結果です。
やりました。斜面が急な場所は滑るところもあるので注意しましょう。意外と海が
See, this incline makes sense that they'd say that on, because that is fairly steep. A lot of times they do it, and it's pretty laughable, the degree of incline.
この街道を北に進んでいく。
まるで壁のような石ですね。
立派な建造物です。関所
Okay,
です。
trigger the cutscene.
クエストですべきことを学びました。
Talk to one of the guards on duty for no reason, you don't need to, but it's a habit. It's a habit. Let's go and do this. And now let's go on soaring. Let's go fry some chicken.
クエストの知識は得ました。
さて、どこに向かいましょうか。カトリスが現れました。
Okay. Bloody flower died again. Without me noticing. Feels bad.
アイテムを拾います。
No, truthfully, they should have known it wasn't dead, considering it didn't do this. Shame. I was going to eat that. Come on, I'll just pick that up.
Order, まずはそちらに向かってください。よく再しばらくでは。
Let's go get our prizes now. Alright. Go in Slow Park. It's a continuation of what I was saying earlier about having to equip the Paladin's Mantle or it taking it away from you. In the PC version. Similarly, if you pick up any of the gold or other loot, since you can't equip it, it will also be removed from your inventory. And it will contain a coin purse of charity now, amusingly enough. Now on the way out, don't forget to pick up our lost side quest. And we'll also complete search party, provided we can track down Renard. Yes, I would expect it.
噂では救済と通じ暗躍している無名騎士なる人物がいると。
南の村に現れたという竜を 好きなのさあ。さあ、好きなまた。
ここでは退屈することはないですね。
Probably help if I actually get all the journal entries out.
さあ。さあ、好きまた。
Now, well, he's clearly not here. Where is he? Should be in Metal Golem
装備品の売買も可能です。
quest.
さて、どこに向かいましょうか。
In either Cassius or the encampment.
ホームの人も
Speaking of which, those are two places that Renard can be. So we'll check them.
各社様の
That's fortunate. He can be at any of the rest camps as well.
Oh, I can please now.
Then you have one last chance to purchase from him before he disappears. Rusted equipment, rusted spellbar, the most useless rusted weapon in the game because it cannot inflict the debilitations. Isn't that a kick in the head? On Christ. Silly looking thing. Black Gators.
Now, pray.
Be gone, lad.
このクエストに詳しくなりまし
我
た。
々にとってもここは安息の場です。
どうしたの？
旅の準備は整いましたか？
Get rid of the junk that he just piled us up with. Encampment must be where the quest for the, I believe it's metal golems, because we already have,
漁業を営む
we have
者たちも
the
あまり営
gargoyle
業
one.
には出向かぬようですね。
There should be one for metal golems. We have the geo lizard.
街道は比較
There
的
should be
安
one
全
for
です
metal
が、
golems and one for Sakibi.
ゴブリンです。
戦闘時は焦らず敵を攻撃機を集めましょう。
手強い相手にましょう。
強いものから仕留めます。
その時は私が引き受けます。
やりました。
街道沿いは比較的安全です。この辺は岩場が多いですね。採取できるものがないか注意しましょう。もっと道が整備されれば往来も楽になるんですが。
頑丈そうな防衛施設ですね。
私たちは漂白の世界に生まれ、リムよりこの世界
This bugs me far more than it should. Wearing the rare chest piece and the common other pieces. Well, it's the rare cape as well, but the cape's less egregious. Am I just insane? I remember there being a Psyche Beat quest.
許しがなければ通れないようです
You remember it, don't you? Of course you don't. You're new. Well, let's get this over with. Our final side quest. Might as well take the opportunity to heal. The deer's on drugs. That was unfortunate.
読んで狙います。
倒れろ。狭い道は罠などに警戒を。我々の勝利です。ダイヤウルフだ。逃げていきました。力を合わせた結果です。
硫黄島付近とは気候が違いますね。取れるものも違うのでしょうか。この辺りの岩からは何か取れるかもしれません。
ダイヤウルフです。
我々の勝利です。
道が分かれています。
It's definitely not all of them, but
よく確認しましょう。
it's enough.
各社様、離宮に向かうには変装をすることが得策です。何か建物があります。目的地です。しかし潜入
I
は
swear,
各社
I
様
will
を一人
throw
で
you
なさる
off
こと
this
になりましょ
bridge. It's interesting that he has quest marker when talking to him or not does not trigger any increase in or knowledge for the quest or anything like that. Into the Blighted Mountains. Which was lots of money in here. Let's go ahead and prepare for heading out.
マーベルからお聞きでしょうか。私、故郷に帰ろうと思います。あなたと別れるのは辛いことですが、こうなったらここになりません。この離宮より外へ連れ出していただければ、国元からの兵士が来たら。
見つけたぞ。
正面出口は危険です。
Gotta be quicker than that, lad. Oh, the incense.
.いざという時に逃げるための通路でしょう。
かかれ。
Guess that was all of them. Ladies' corsets. Already have one of. Squeeze me. Interesting. That should just about do it. That's a bit cheeky to make that jump so much further than the others. Why are we rushing? I think we're okay. Just some bandits. Not sure why they're set up here. How did they even get here? Pawns even make a comment about Pawns even make a comment about places looking untouched by bandits. And yes, here they be. What's that chest over? Did I get turned around? How did... Maybe I'm on drugs. What's going on? Okay, this looks right.
この橋は相当古いですね。大勢が乗ると危険です。
この橋は作りが脆いようです。重いものが一度に乗ったら急いでください。捕まってしまいます。
Who is going to be upon us? Silly goose.
何かあるようです。
No patience, these kids nowadays.
Quest の知識を得ました。
Is the Chimera alive?
ここはコリキューの裏口ですね。
Speaking of the mounts, okay, so we will have to go back in to get her travel knowledge, but first, let's kill the Chimera here, if it's around. Oh, you were a ways away, weren't you, lad?
私が仕掛けます。ヤギの頭を潰すことです。まだやります。
See, that's what happens when you actually hit the weak spot with that. Well, rigor mortis sets in quick. Alright, lasses, let's go back through here just a bit. So Goober there can get the travel knowledge. Draw me no.
この橋は作りが脆いようです。重いものが一度に乗ったら
Basically, she'll get a knowledge star for each of the remaining 2 bridges we come across. Same as braces, we already have those. Already have those. The incense. I feel like a lot of these assets were reused in Bit of Black Isle. Okay, that should have been a knowledge star. Oh, but it wasn't. Recluse Row. It's a fairly nice looking row. You can do some nice stuff with it outfit wise. Okay, should be a bunch of spectres in here now. Remember to come here every now and then when things respawn. Since it's not exactly easy to find spectres. There's music there, still there, despite the fact the place is infested with spectres and hobgoblins now. It's funny. However, I believe. Let me think. Is there anything else I wanted to show? Right, quick. One thing I could do. So just like, it's actually convenient. Just like with Mama's Wear, clearly you can slap a lady's corset on and turn it into a dress. Both look quite lovely. Although some people like to use the noblewoman's corset instead of the ladies for some reason. I don't get that. I feel like the red corset with the yellow is strange looking, but who knows? That's just me, I guess. I guess I'll give her that. That may be a bad idea. Let's get on to Peter Black. Wait, what did I go to here?
リムの近くは安心します。なぜかここは息苦しく感じます。
Organ Cave, already have that. Okay, what do we have? Wages of Death, 5 gone. That one. Right, we need to clean those up. Wait a minute. I'm still puzzled where that succubus. Maybe that's a new game plus is. It shouldn't be, but maybe it is. Anyway, indeed it is. I think that'll wrap it up for this time. Next time we'll clear out the Bitter Black quests on the mainland and then fight the dragon. Then maybe we'll explore the Everfold a little bit, since we didn't do that on the fighter playthrough. So that'll be all for this time. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.